Hey, how's it going, guys? Thanks for stopping by, just checking out what I've been up to with this hobby. I appreciate your time. It's awesome. So thank you. So I'm gonna do my, as you can see, my Gravedigger monster truck collection. I don't have a whole lot of them. Um, a hobby like this can easily get out of hand, so I try and be picky and just pick the ones that I really love. There's been two of them that have come out this year that I would consider absolute must-haves. And yeah, so I'll just focus on the 1/64 scale collection. I do have other Gravedigger trucks that have been other toys that have been put out by different companies of different sizes. Some of them are bigger, some of them are smaller, like the 124 and stuff like that. But I'll, for just this video, I'll just focus on the 1/64 and what I have in that scale. So I was finally able to make time to like make another shelf, paint it, and get a lot of these out of boxes, out of storage, and finally be able to display them. So I'm excited about that, to finally do that and to kind of figure out where to go about displaying them in this room, because I'm trying to be smart with all the space I can get, because this is a small room. It's not a big room. So here we go. Enough of my rambling. And after I show you guys a little closer view of these trucks, I'll go over this just to make the video extra spooky, I guess, because there has been a few changes as far as more things getting put into there. So I'll go over my like spooky cars and etc. So I'll go over that since it's been a long minute. So I'll do that. So here we go. Do this as best I can. So no particular order. I love all these Gravedigger trucks. All these variants are really awesome. So again, no particular order. I'm just, to make it easier on myself, I'm just going to start there and just work my way down. So here we go. And the reason why I chose the Gravedigger truck as far as collecting a certain monster truck, is because it's just awesome. I've been out to quite a few shows growing up, as well as since I have kids. I've taken my kids to go see these monster truck shows, especially if Gravedigger's going to be there, and it's always been a thing. So, and it being called Gravedigger and me being into horror, it's just a big no-brainer to kind of just like the truck. And Dennis Anderson, history of the Gravediggers, I always thought was interesting. But yeah, here we go. So enough of my rambling. First up is one of my favorite, and I guess this is considered a fantasy truck, because it's obviously never been a real life variant truck, as you can see, is of Gravedigger, the Boneyard. And it's called the Boneyard because look at all those bones. Really cool and very fitting for Gravedigger theme. So I had to go after this one. I don't go after too many of the fantasy stuff because I like my traditional tires and stuff like that. So as you can see, the trucks I have aren't going to get too crazy as far as tires are made out of fire or lava or water. I think they look cool, but it's not my thing. Anyway, Gravedigger the Boneyard. I absolutely love this variant. I think it's really cool. Love all the like the rib cage. As you can see, there's teeth in the front. That's awesome. Love the bone color. Pretty cool. And just all those bones. Very creative. And so the Gravedigger trucks, I meant to mention this in the beginning. I do have a lot of the older Hot Wheels variants, but they are packed up, and I want to make that a separate video. I'll show you my older Gravedigger monster truck collection from Hot Wheels. What I'm showing you in this video is all from Spin Master, and I think Spin Master is pretty much what got me out of retirement, and I think back in 2019, and started going after more Gravediggers, because Spin Master's really done some amazing improvements and put out some just crazy awesome variants. But yeah, anyway, this is of Boneyard. Really cool. One of my favorites for sure. Awesome. I'll put that down right here. Next is of the Legend. Love the color combo on this. Love how simple yet detailed it is. I really don't want to drop these trucks. But yeah, Gravedigger, the legend. This was actually a real life truck, but to my understanding, they never ran it. I don't know why that is, but it had this same paint scheme and everything. It's much like the older truck in the early 80s, the same grandma body style and color, but they added the skull there, which I think is really awesome. I love the placement of that. But yeah, love this variant. Very cool. So yeah, Gravedigger, the legend. Awesome. Really cool. All right. Next is an all-time favorite. How could you not like? And I have a few of these green ghosts in my collection. I have some with like the gray rims, like the standard gray rims with the old school tires. I have that one that came in a 5-pack. But as far as displaying, as of now, what's displaying on my shelves is this beautiful neon green Gravedigger Green Ghost variant. One of my favorite trucks for sure. Love that bright neon green. Goes really good with the Green Ghost name. And I love, definitely one of those Gravediggers that has the best artwork for sure for the truck. Gotta love the Green Ghost. Gravedigger Green Ghost for sure. I have this one in a 1/24 scale. It's got like a translucent green engine with the translucent hubs. It's beautiful. But yeah, pretty cool. So yeah, it's Gravedigger Green Ghost neon green highlights. All right. And then this one that just came out this month, sold out really fast. Lucky to get one. Is, again, no particular order, is the Halloween, Spin Master's own Halloween variant. Hot Wheels did one several years ago, and that one was really cool. But I'm definitely digging the Spin Master's one a little bit more. Yeah, the flag, you can choose to have the flag on or off. I decided to just keep it on there, but it hooks on and off. It just depends on if you like the flag or not. But yeah, I love that the Gravedigger flag is in orange, obviously, because this is the Halloween variant that came out this month. Dropped the 1st, I believe, October 1st. So web store exclusive. So Gravedigger Halloween for 2025. Love the orange and purple and the jack-o'-lantern design there. The pumpkin patch graveyard turned into a pumpkin patch is really cool. So that's a beautiful truck. So that is the Gravedigger Halloween. Very cool. Glad to get my hands on that one. Crazy how fast that one sold out, but I'm not surprised. All right, we're going very old school now. Is the simple primer red pickup, the 1951 Ford pickup truck, the first Gravedigger truck. There are images online of a gray one, or it looks to me like a very beat up gray pickup truck with the Gravedigger simply scratched in on the doors. That would be awesome if Spin Master were to make that one. I would definitely go for that. But I don't know which one came first, really. I think it's the one I just mentioned. But anyway, kicking it off with the OG here. Really cool. Gotta have the early one. And this particular one's dropped a few times from Spin Master. This one that I have here is from Series 13. Really nice. It's been updated, a little bit more accurate. Has the black bumper with the windows on the sides this time, which is great. Love the back. My camera will focus. We ain't bad, but the bad don't mess with us. Really cool. Very detailed, even says Dennis there on the side up there. One of my favorites. Gotta have this one for sure. All right. I'll move this little guy over here. Okay. And you gotta have the grandma. Gotta have the Gravedigger grandma for sure. Absolutely amazing variant. Definitely one of my favorites for sure. Another OG. Spin Master pretty much killed it with this one, and even got the back. For the first time ever, Hot Wheels never did do that. Have the OG art on the back side, so that's nice to finally have that. Plain black top. Yeah, very cool. One of my absolute favorites. Gotta have this one for sure. So it's the Gravedigger Grandma. Why they call it the Grandma, I have no idea. I probably read up on why they called it the Grandma, but I don't remember. This particular one, that came from like an anniversary 5-pack, I want to say. So I know it's been dropped before. One without the bumper for some odd reason. And I don't remember what the hell the other one is, but love this particular one for sure. All right, and then next, and yes, definitely one of my favorite variants for sure. I did a little bit of customizing. I do this because it's not really a custom job at all. It's pretty simple to do. But I'll be sure to mention to you what I did if you don't already notice what I did to it. But yeah, the Gravedigger Zombie variant. Love this one. Instead of flames, you have the blood, which is really cool. And the Gravedigger logo is all zombified. I don't know if you can see that, but there's zombies in the background. You see the two hands reaching up from the grave. I think there's like a total of 3 zombies back there stumbling around in the graveyard. Really cool. So, love the blood splatter effect. They changed a few things with the mascot. It now has an exposed brain, clutching, and its mouth has zombie arms with the blood there. Pretty cool. So, this is the Gravedigger Zombie. And this came in a glow-in-the-dark pack, or it came with the mascot figurine, because it's the one with the red hubs. And it also had, okay, so this is the custom thing that I did to it. I just simply switched the tires. I still have those, the original tires. They're of a neon, like a really bright neon green with like some speckling on it. I didn't like that, so I put traditional BKT tires on it. And I just prefer it that way with just the standard tires. Standard Gravedigger BKT tires. So I just don't get into the crazy colored tires. I just can't. But yeah, the Gravedigger Zombie truck, awesome. Gotta have it. One of the coolest variants ever. So pretty fitting next to like a Boneyard or a or the Halloween Gravedigger. All right. Till no particular order, these are all pretty cool variants in my humble opinion. Okay, next one, another favorite that Spin Master has done. Extremely creative, brilliant idea to do this, is the Gravedigger Reckless. absolutely one of my favorites for sure. I'm just sounding like a broken record, really. I keep saying favorite variant, but it's true. Love the Gravedigger Reckless. I love the different color hubs and how it represents previous Gravedigger trucks. So you got the yellow to represent the first Gravedigger. You got that standard brown to represent the grandma, I believe. The gray to represent a few of the Gravedigger trucks, like the Gravedigger Green Ghost and just the standard Gravedigger truck that's run nowadays. Then you got the green there because it's had green hubs for sure over the years. And the body, which you've got that red door, which is awesome. You've got the Gravedigger, basic Gravedigger side there. You've got the hood to represent the early Gravedigger truck. Very cool. And then the Green Ghost with the Green Ghost top. That's awesome. Yeah, really cool. Very cool way to like come up with a nice anniversary sort of celebration for the Gravedigger, is this Reckless idea here. And this came in a series with other monster trucks that were also Reckless, and they had mixed parts too. But I'd have to say the Gravedigger is my favorite. So really cool. So that's Gravedigger Reckless. All right, we have an anniversary truck. Love the chrome. I gotta have a chrome. This reminds me of one of the Hot Wheels trucks I have in storage, is a chrome one. It's the 25th anniversary as well. So yeah, 25th anniversary Gravedigger. Chrome, with the green. Pretty sharp. Yeah, very sharp looking truck for sure. And this one, unlike the others, is actually of a plastic frame. So I should say vac, it's a vac metal. Gotta love the vac metal toys for sure. And they went with plastic, something because the decal stickers just stick onto it better versus if it were to actually be of a die cast or metal. Something to my understanding is why they went with a plastic body, which is fine. That's why this one's a little lighter compared to the rest of the trucks. But yeah, gotta love the chrome. That's beautiful. Really pops on the shelf. So yeah, this is one of the Gravedigger 25th anniversary trucks. So as far as display, I have the chrome displayed. I picked that one out of the standard black and green, and I think there's another color. I don't remember. But yeah, gotta go with the chrome, with the green. Beautiful. Gotta love the 25th anniversary trucks for sure. Beautiful. All right. And then another stroke of genius done by Spin Masters is, for the first time ever, we finally get the Gravedigger ride-along. Now this is just too cool. We finally get a ride-along truck. And Spin Master did an amazing job with this. Really cool. I love how like the sides just look like a rib cage. It just has that rib cage, skeletal rib cage look to it. And this particular one is a chase piece. I think it's the first chase piece, because Spin Master since then I think has released the Gravedigger ride-along a few times now. One that's got like a brighter neon green color compared to this one. But yeah, gotta have the ride-along truck. Really cool. I've got to experience riding in one, and it's awesome. It's a lot of fun. You definitely have a good time sitting in the back of this thing. Really high up there. It's a pretty cool feeling riding in a Gravedigger truck. So yep, Gravedigger right along, gotta have it. Really cool. All right. Last, but certainly not least, because I've always got my eye out on what other variants are going to come out. Oh, I've got two other 1/64 scale variants to show you guys that I just couldn't fit on this shelf, but I have mixed in with the other Misfits. So this one came out this year. It's the new Gravedigger Digger's Dungeon variant. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful colors here. Love the overall look. I love that the BKT is in red. That's pretty sharp. And then they went the extra mile to kind of touch up on some paint with the engine. That's always nice. If you go online, you'll notice like you'll see customizers kind of painting certain parts of the chassis and stuff. And I like seeing all that. It makes the truck pop even more. But I like that Spin Master's starting to do that now. Paint the engine and everything, so it's nice. Really cool. Beautiful, beautiful truck. Had to get that. That's definitely one of the best looking Gravedigger trucks you can get. Yeah, pretty sharp. That's the new Digger's Dungeon variant. Besides the Halloween, this is the other one that I scooped up this year. This one dropped not too long ago. Beautiful truck. Love the Grim there. It looks like a different kind of Grim, their mascot, holding the lantern there. That's awesome. And how the whole body of the truck just has that dungeon look to it. Very fitting. Pretty sharp. So that's it. That's about as wild as I get as far as Gravedigger trucks. I don't, as you can see, all the tires are pretty standard. I don't mind the muddy tires. I mean, I'd go for that because that's realistic. But I don't have any of the like the muddy variants. I do think those are cool, but this is what I have. And then the other two trucks, without stepping on those, I have the, let me open this up. The first, this one came out several years ago. That's the first Gravedigger, the Digger's Dungeon, which is an absolutely beautiful variant. So I have that displayed there, obviously, because I have no room on that shelf. Kind of mixed in with the other Misfits. And then down here, I have only one, because they've released a few of the 40th anniversary Gravedigger trucks this year. This was in 2022, so a couple years ago, to celebrate the 40th anniversary of the Gravedigger truck. Had to go after the gold, green, and red variant. That one was kind of a pain in the ass because it was only available in a playset. I don't want playsets, so I had to keep looking online to find one that was being sold by itself and for a reasonable price, and one that wasn't all banged up and chipped and everything, because that's one that I had to scoop up that was already out of package. So I didn't want to buy one with a playset that I'm not going to use, and yeah, so it's cheaper to go for a loose one, but make sure you find one that's that hasn't been played with. So love the gold. Let me zoom in. Yeah, beautiful gold on that one. Pretty cool. 40th anniversary gold just goes good with the green. Love the red. So that's that one, and that's my 1/64 scale Gravedigger monster truck collection. As of now, I do have a few others in different sizes, and I do have a decent, a pretty good bit of Hot Wheels, the older Gravediggers. I have those in storage in a box. I'll make a separate video of those. I've got some cool variants, like I've got an X-Ray, which is like this beautiful translucent one. I've got a 20th anniversary Gravedigger truck that Hot Wheels put out years ago. That's a beautiful truck. I'll show those. I'll do an overview of the older Hot Wheels stuff. But this is all Spin Master, because that company's really up the quality and stuff for these monster trucks for sure. As far as getting things very accurate and just bigger. The tires are slightly big. It's a bigger. It's still 1/64 scale, but the Spin Master trucks are bigger than the older Hot Wheels Gravediggers for sure. Let me do a quick overview of some of the spooky cars, because it's changed a little. So I'll do that just to make this video a little extra fun. I've got it mixed in with some smaller minis, like at the Ghoul School with 2 zombies kind of helping each other. That's cool. I'll go by slowly. A little zombie on the back of that, what looks to, it's like a rat rod. It's just this combination of parts of this old 20s or 30s model truck. I don't know if I had that clown in there last time, but I got a little evil homies clown. Pretty cool. Some demolition goodness mixed in there. Been to quite a few demolition shows. Those are always fun to go to. I love Demolition Derby. Those make for like really entertaining, fun shows for sure. There's some hearses. This is a cool toy. Got the skeleton popping out of the back with the coffin. Another funny car. Caddy. A hearse, really. Pretty cool funny car. There's another car that's orange, and it has a different spooky design. This is the one that I really love, the green one. Eating a head, a little cannibal. Some more hearses. Some more just rat rods. It's an actual roll chain on that one. That's an old school toy there. A little zombie army guy next to it. Why not? Let me rest this on my head so I can switch arms. I'm getting tired. Little smaller trucks in there, hot rods. There's a little piece I sculpted 100 years ago. A little zombie in a graveyard mini. That's an early sculpt. I still like it for the most part. I've gotten better, so I know I can improve upon that. But anyway, I'm rambling. Another hearse, pretty cool. Got some GPK. Some Garbage Pail Kids goodness there. That's a zombie. Oh, I forget what he's called. I think it's Zombie Pete or something like that. Undead Pete or Undead Ted, something like that. Got some Rat Fink goodness. Pretty cool. Rat Fink, little ring, old ring. Skull vehicle. Love the overall look and design of that skull. It's just pretty cool. All right, coming down. Tried my best to pick the sort of the quote unquote spooky vehicles and just put spooky little minis next to these vehicles to, well, spook it up. It's supposed to be a horror room, so. But I love the cars and stuff, so. This is my way of making it into the horror, I guess, vibe. So Erie Express, that's like a Happy Meal toy. I don't know if it's Burger King or what, but I got an Erie Express train, because why not? Love the colors, very Halloweeny. Got the purple. I also went for cars that had a very Halloween color to them. Obviously, you're going to go for the blacks and the reds, but the purples, greens, some yellows to make things pop. I think that Volkswagen van is like a 20, that came out in 2020, I believe. The date is on the roof. Yeah, 2020, Halloween 2020. Pretty cool. I think that's by Greenlight. I don't know. Not all this is Hot Wheels. It's just from different brands. Can't go wrong with the Rieger motor. That's classic. Very classic. Gotta have that. Little gravestone. Bad news. Gotta love the bad news. The translucent top up there so the light can get in. I've got some cemetery fencing, as you can see, displayed in the back, just because it fits back there, and why not? Going old school with this one. All right. I made that. That's custom. I just a birthday cake topper toy with a skeleton I cut in half and glued in there to make it look like a skeleton's driving it. So I made that. That was just pretty simple. It was fun to make. But yeah, haunted house. Again, nothing spooky about some of these cars. It's just this one's orange and it's just very Halloweeny looking. So I wanted to have that up there, and I love that model. So have a crow, or a raven, I should say. A coffin next to the boot heel wagon. It's another classic spookster that you gotta have in your car collection for sure. I try and go after the ones that actually have rubber tires. It's nicer. Some cemetery action there. Some more spooky stuff. Like this bat creature with a spiky club. Pretty cool. A vampire van, I guess you could say. That's old. More gravestones and bats. That's another one I made. Just cut a zombie in half. That was also like a Halloween cake topper, and the cars also, it came with like a birthday cake package, like a race car themed birthday cake package theme thing. I kind of stuck that together. So got a zombie racer. Love the flaming skull. Pretty cool. Very rockabilly. There's my friend, really cool, talented dude, Luke Welsh Sculptures. It's one of his pieces there. Awesome. Little devil driving his devilish hot rod. That in purple. I gotta shoot him a message because I definitely want one in like a red with yellow marbling. That'd be cool. But yeah, for now, I got a purple one. And does anybody remember these little ones? These micro machines where like you can pop open the frame and a little mini is inside it. So orange and yellow. That's why I went with that particular one. It's very Halloweeny color. A witch. Gravedigger. Gotta have some Gravedigger in here somewhere. I can only fit the minis, so I went with the Gravedigger Green Ghost variant. The traditional black tires. Gotta love the minis. Those are fun. A hand popping out of a grave, I guess. I don't know, skulls and stuff. Pretty cool. Another classic you gotta have. That one right there. Munsters casket hot rod there. It has a name, but I don't remember. Little Victorian skeleton ghost lady, looking all fancy. Gotta have a Holland hearse. I love the yellow. The yellow is the OG, the actual original OG real life color. So the yellow is up here. But I like all the colors. They made several. Green, purple. I think there's a white. Red. There's a red that looks pretty cool. I have them all, but as far as picking one, I picked the yellow one. the, oh, what is this one called? It's a Grim Reaper, but it's like Racing Reapers. A little cheap toy. Fits in there, so of course I have that in there. And this one, you can't get any more Halloween-y than this. This is a, just a good old, I think it's a Ford. I think this is like a 51, 52. Got some pumpkins in the back. Pretty cool. It's one of those Ho-Scale minis. But I love that it's green and it's all beat up looking, the paint job. A little Frankenstein looking character there. Again, going after these hot rods that are purple. This is like a purple and dark gray. Pretty cool. Boo. And I just like this one. Just wanted to find one that was simply in white, and the flames are really cool. I like that it has certain parts of the engine that's in gold. Nice rubber tires. Pretty cool. This one says Bloodshot. It's the name of this one. Really cool. The hood lifts up. Very nice car. Very nice car. Again, rubber tires. Bloodshot. One of my favorite funny cars is the Gangrene. Cool name, right? Gangrene. Beautiful car. Love that metallic green. So got the Gangrene. That's a real life car as well, I believe, if I can remember. Now we're getting into the Pirates section. I did update this not too long ago. I ended up finding a guy who custom makes the tops for these bone shakers, and I ended up going with the spider web top. Fits right in there. Just got to be careful with it. It is thin plastic. It's 3D printed stuff, so got me some got a spider web top on that one. So that's a custom part. That's an update on that one. I think I got a few pirate things added in since then, like that little guy back there. It's like a bone fence back there. So here's the pirate section. Queen Anne's Revenge 2 is the name of this one. Love the colors of this particular truck. I think this one's from Hot Wheels. It put out different colors of this particular one, but I went with the more of the earthy browns and colors. Queen Anne, that was a real life pirate ship. Very infamous. There's a little mini hearse. Again, that's another Ho-Scale model. It came already painted, so that was a big break for me, because some of the smaller stuff is very hard to paint, so I'm glad I found one that was already like painted up. Got a hearse driver, pretty cool. He came packaged in another hearse. I have that other hearse, but it's too big to fit in here, so I took the driver out and I have him displayed here. But he comes with a really cool looking monster truck hearse. It's got like bones for skulls for tires, and it's black and gold color hearse monster truck car. I forget the name of the toy series, but that's where this little hearse driver comes from, a little hearse ghoul guy. And this is a beautiful one. You gotta love the purple tinted windows with the black and gray. It's good stuff. All right, well, eyeball, why not? Get some convertible action. Love the orange with the spider webs, very cool. Little zombie coming out of the ground. This one glows in the dark. Here we go. I got another one of these micro machines. This one I do have popped up, the little mini inside it. Black and red. The Black Widow. The spider web top. Little spider. Another real life hot rod here, the Tarantula. Really cool. Love the wheels on this one. Skeleton Knight, because why not? I love this car. I forget the name of it. It's I think it's Bad Twin or something like that. I can't remember, but kind of love the purple and the chrome. Got the speckle flake effect. I forget the name. I got that. That's new. I got that added in. The coffin with the skull popping out with the snake and the candles. Pretty cool little mini. I found that in like Michael's Arts and Crafts. I think that was put out by Ashland. I think it's an Ashland mini. This is a nice car. The hood pops up. Got a skeleton with the coffin laying next to it. It's one of those like necklace charms, those cheap little vintage necklace charms things there. I'm trying to find the one that's actually a red one. It's a red coffin. So they've made them in different colors. Not hard to find. I always forget to hunt for more of those. That's new. Little glow in the dark mini zombie. Figured just with the colors and everything, it would go good next to this one. Love the green translucent hood. Pretty ghostly looking. A little Iron Maiden action. It's going crazy. Iron Maiden mini by Super 7. Bad Medicine. Gotta have some Bad Medicine somewhere in the collection. Love the skulls on this one. And you actually have the skeleton, if I can zoom in. The skeleton driver sitting in there. Pumpkin ring. Again, just beautiful orange. Love the checker pattern on that one. I think that one's called Too Fast or something like that. Classic Hot Wheels car for sure. One of my favorite cars is this like sort of rotted up truck. It's a real life truck actually. I forget what they call it. It's like a little beast or something like that. It pops a mean wheelie for sure. It's got the engine in the back. I forget what they call this truck, but you go online, you can see it in action. It's like popping crazy mean wheelies. But yeah, I figured it'd be appropriate to put a Frankenstein mini next to it, because since this truck is very pieced together with different parts and everything, it's crazy. And yeah, Frankenstein next to the creature Screecher. Pretty cool. Little gargoyle, why not? All right. So there's been like a few changes, but not much. So that is my overview of some quote-unquote spooky cars and things, and my Gravedigger 1/64 scale collection. Those are the variants I really love. There's a few more variants I'd like to get my hands on. I'm not crazy. The variants I have in mind, I'll probably have to switch the tires out because I don't like the crazy colored tires, but I do love the colors of some of those variant Gravediggers. But I think there's like 2 of them I want to get a hold of, and I think I would be done with that for a while, at least for now. But that's it, guys. The video is long enough. Hope you enjoyed it. I know it's not like physical media stuff, but I don't know, my channel can be a little all over the place at times. So hope you guys are enjoying your days, and again, appreciate your time. Later.